Hello, Christina's Raw Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez-Williams, and I'm going to make my avocado bread without cheese. This is an amazing, simple bread, and you could use like a frying pan. You can also just use the little mini dashes. So that's what I'm going to use. And the griddle one is the best because it's flat. So we're going to use these. I'm going to use these for our hamburgers tonight. I don't know if the girls will use them or not. They're gonna either use them or not use them and have bunless burgers, but I'm gonna use them and I'm super excited to eat it. It is very high in protein, low carb, and has healthy fat. So this is 4 eggs, and I'm going to put with this one. You can see how tiny this is, this avocado. You want it to have equivalent to a 1/4 cup of avocado puree. Hi, Dawn. Thank you for saying hello. How are you? Welcome. If you're popping on, where are you watching from? Thumbs up, hearts, share this video. You're going to want to make this bread and try this bread. It does not use cheese, does use eggs. So I was talking with a friend who's vegan today, and I was like, I make some things that are vegan, but sometimes they have, like this is vegetarian. It doesn't have, well, it's not vegan because it has eggs, but both, if it had, anyways, some of my breads are vegetarian and some of them are vegan. All right, so I'm using this is pretty tiny avocado, and we're gonna make it into puree with these eggs, and then we're going to mix all the dry ingredients with this together in a separate bowl. So I'm gonna use my blender just for this so that it gets nice and smooth into puree for the avocado. Okay, make sure I get that tight and on correctly. I already have my mini dashes starting. Oh, I had to unplug one of them, or unplug this. Let me do this. Hold on. Lost where it is connected. I'm gonna replug in my mini dash and replug in my mini dash and unplug my blender. Okay, I'm back. Tell me where you're watching from. Thumbs up, hearts, share this video. I'm making avocado bread without cheese. And so right now we have 4 eggs with a very small avocado that is now pureed. And we're going to, actually I didn't want to put it in here yet. Oh well. All right, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit different because I didn't want to put it in here until after I put my dry ingredients in here. So I'm gonna dump this in here. And then I'm going to add my dry ingredients after I mix them a little bit because I wanted to mix my baking powder in with the dry ingredients first. So we've got this out. Now we're going to Delaware. That's right. Dawn, I'm going to remember and say hi, Dawn from Delaware. Where in Delaware, Dawn? I don't know if I know that. Where in Delaware? Okay, now we're going to add in a different bowl because I did it separately. If you do it separately, just do it in the same bowl and do your dry first and then add your avocado and egg. All right, so I'm going to add 1/4 cup of flax meal. 1/4 cup of flax meal. And we're gonna have hamburgers today. We're gonna have hamburgers, and we're going to have, I think bell peppers is gonna be our veggie today. Now I have 1 cup of almond flour. 1/2 cup of almond flour. And then 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
Every single week, eat eggs, like with my family. The
I actually didn't think I would have a full teaspoon, but I do. Good. I have like half a teaspoon left. Felton. Okay, cool. I'm not familiar with Felton.
Why do you always keep falling?
All right, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then 3 pinches of pink salt. 3 pinches of pink salt. 1, and then I'm going to use pink salt at like over the top when I put it in the waffle. If you have a mini dash or some type of mini waffle maker, tell me have one in the comments. If you don't have one, don't have one, or put a frying pan in the comments. You can put this onto a frying pan and just portion it like a pancake. It is that type of consistency like a pancake. So it's a bread, but it's thicker than a waffle. It's thinner than a waffle and thicker than a pancake, I would say. I'll show you. Okay, now we're gonna add one more ingredient to this. So this is all mixed. Now we're gonna add to our wet mixture, we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of water. 1/4 cup of water. Sorry, I didn't grab this ahead of time. All right, here's my water. 1/4 cup of water. And I want to mix this into here well. All right, now it's quite liquidy. And now we're going to mix this into it to make our bread dough or batter, I guess, however you want to call it. You have one. Awesome, Dawn. Do you have a griddle or a waffle one? I say waflera is in Spanish, what you call the waffle. But do you have a griddle one or a waffle one? So this is great because it is... ¿Yo pregunté a ti para poner el velo? Yeah. Oh. So Kylie is making the hamburgers for us today. Which is awesome. All right, now we have our mixture. You can see how thick it is. It's not thin, but it's not thick. And it's ready to be put into our waffle maker, so or our griddles. You have both. Awesome. I have both too, so I'm going to use them both because it's faster. But you can also just use one or the other. I'm going to use them, even though it makes it a different look of the top, it's going to be the same thing. So I have, oh, I already got it up right here. Olive oil that I'm going to use because they're out of avocado oil at Aldi or coconut oil. And I found that I only need to put the oil on it like once and then it's good. Everyone's is a little different. I feel like the longer you use it, the more that it gets that way. Huh? So we're gonna just put a 1/4, I'm gonna see how much it takes, but a 1/4 cup. You wanna just fill the whole base with the liquid. It's not gonna overflow, so you want it to be filled, but you don't wanna like make it so tall that it won't. I'm gonna show you. I know you're far away from this. So you can see it's like that. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this one. And then hopefully you'll be able to see one come out. It will need to be most likely flipped once it's there. And actually I meant to sprinkle some pink salt on top before I shut it. So I'm gonna try to do that with this one. This one, it will press down a little bit more because it's the waffle one, so I'm not gonna fill it all the way to the edges. And then I am gonna sprinkle just a little bit of pink salt on here. This one comes out fast, I feel like. Okay. Yeah, I heard it. I heard it push down. All right. And then we wait, and then we make them all, and then you can eat them. You can eat them on the side of things. You can eat them with a sandwich with like meat and cheese. You could eat them with a hamburger. You could, they're not gonna get necessarily soggy, but they are not like a hamburger bun, but they can be used as a hamburger bun. You could eat them alongside soup. You could eat them, I mean, there's so many options. You could eat them just by themselves as a snack. High protein, low carb, super delicious. Avocado is your healthy fat in there. Well, there's so much healthy fat in there. With the flax meal, with the egg, with the almonds, and then so much protein. So super high in protein. So you can see maybe that it's still a little moist right here and liquidy, so that's not done yet. This one isn't quite golden enough. It's almost, like right here is good, but right here I can tell it's a little bit less. So it's a real hearty bread. Like, heart, share the video. Tell me how you would use it, or how you would envision trying it at least. I think in a sandwich or like I'm gonna use it for tonight for my hamburger is gonna be amazing. And I've made this many times. This is not my first time making this recipe. I've had this recipe. I've created this recipe a long time ago, and it is, ooh, this one went off. So this is now a little bit golden on top, but I can see it's a little, but because I'm going to go ahead and flip it, I'm not gonna worry about it being too light on the top because it's gonna it's a little bit golden. And I am gonna sprinkle this with some pink salt right here. And it will deflate a little bit as it, after it like settles. Vicky, no problem. I will tell you what it is. I will repeat it for you. This one, these are avocado bread without cheese. And you can see, you can eat it like this too. So it has, now I can't remember which side I flipped it. I'm gonna flip it and put it on the other side. It doesn't really need a whole lot of time more. On the other side, I just wanna get it so that it is cooked. And this could go with cabbage soup. Sure, you could use it like alongside cabbage soup. That would be fine. That would taste good. This one still is a little bit less golden on that side. So the recipe. 4 eggs, a small avocado, but like a 1/4 cup is the goal, 1/4 cup of puree. This might be a little bit more, but the avocado is small. It like fit in my palm, like this. And then 1/2 cup of almond flour, a 1/4 cup of flax meal, a 1/4 cup of water, a teaspoon of baking powder, 3 pinches of pink salt, and then pink salt on it as you cook it. All right, these are good to go. Grab a plate for them. I also sometimes like to just keep them warm, so it just depends on how you want to use them. But by putting a towel or putting them in a tortilla warmer, and it is ready to go. It does taste really great adding that pink salt. That pink salt always helps bring out the flavor. So I definitely recommend adding that. Oh, and I didn't really show you the thickness of the griddle one. So here's the griddle one. It is delicious. So have a wonderful night. Make sure you give this a try. It is so good. High protein, low carb. Thumbs up, hearts, share this video. From my house to your kitchen, global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye.